Welcome to the You, Me, and Disney podcast. Hi, welcome back. I'm Nikki.
I'm Sean.
We are here to talk today about Epcot.
Epcot.
Similar format to our last episode. We're going to talk about 3 things we like, 3 things we don't like, 3 things we are going to change, if we could.
If we could. How you been?
Me?
Things good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Talking about Disney will be good therapy for me tonight. It'll put me in a good mood.
That's the theme of today is therapy.
Therapy. It is the theme of today. How are you?
Excellent. So, keeping with our segments that we decided to do in our last episode, we are gonna roll right into some news.
Nope. I think I should start with housekeeping.
You got some housekeeping. Okay.
I do. So last episode, you asked me about the Tomorrowland Speedway because you questioned me if it was a opening day ride.
OG
ride, and I am 100% correct that Tomorrowland Speedway opened October 1st, 1971, which would be.
Neither of us were born.
No, neither of us were born. But that is the opening day of Magic Kingdom.
Opening day.
Yep.
Do you think that was Walt's vision, or do you think that was somebody else that didn't get enough money to do a good ride, so they were like, you know what, let's just put that there?
I have no idea who decided the Tomorrowland Speedway was ever, and why is it called a Speedway? Oh, real quick too, I looked it up. It goes a whopping 7
miles per hour. Yeah,
5 miles per hour.
I saw that too. I actually think it even goes by a different name that I've heard. Ossuary. The ossuary.
Okay, that'll be housekeeping for
I'm gonna
next
have to
week.
look that up because I hear it all the time, and I'm like, what is that word? It's so foreign to me. Oh, good.
Right,
Thanks for clarifying that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna sleep better tonight.
Good. I'm as long as I can provide you information to make you sleep better.
Exactly. So
Tasty tidbits.
Tasty tidbits. We just need some music, so we're gonna have to come up with some music for our intro to news. Tasty tidbits. Woo!
Woohoo!
Something crazy.
Okay.
So we touched on this last week. For some people, this might be fresh news. This might be old news, depending on when you find this podcast. Walt Disney World is trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they have some competition in Universal right now as their Epic Universe is going to be opening up. So they are feeling the heat. They're feeling the pressure. So what they've decided to do is give you, if you stay at a Disney property, that's any Disney hotel, going to Disney's website, they're all listed there, Grand Floridian, the Caribbean, the Polynesian, whatever is classified as Disney property. Doesn't matter how you get there, whether you walk, drive, fly, or whatever. On the day of your arrival, they will give you a free water park ticket.
So I hate that news.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What part do you hate? Water parks?
No,
or that they're giving you this free ticket?
So for 2 people, family of 4 who've actually gone to Disney a bunch, we've never done the water parks.
Never.
It is something that I do want to bring the kids to. I think they would enjoy it.
Do it alone.
Time out. Hold on. That makes sense with why park tickets are going up, because they have to figure out how to pay for that free
Subsidize the water park.
So there you go. So hey, you want to go to Magic Kingdom for $200 a day? Well,
Yeah.
guess what? You can go to
the water park.
the water park your first day. And I don't like that it has to be your first day.
Well,
you should be able to pick that free day whenever.
Yeah, I don't know if the water parks are dying, and I've listened to some other podcasts talk about it and hypothesize. And it always has seemed in the past, well, one is on while the other one's off, meaning there's 2. There's Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach.
Yep.
So if one is in operation, the other one is usually getting a fresh coat of paint or refurbed or rehabbed. They're both going to be open. So, but I've learned that the capacity of one is 7,000 people and the capacity of the other is 10,000 people. And they pretty much run at a consistent 5,000 capacity. So
they're trying to entice people to the water park.
But there's only, in theory, 2,000 spots available. And I mean, we could spend the whole episode talking about this.
Okay.
Moral of the story is water parks are disgusting because unless you want to swim in another child's pee, I'm good.
So my only thing with a water park is my biggest fear is coming up from
Getting drunk at the mini bar?
No, that sounds like a dream. My biggest fear is coming up from swimming or being in the water park somewhere and having a Band-Aid stuck to your face.
Ugh. I'm going to pause so I can throw up because that is my fear.
Or getting a booger and knowing that it's not your booger.
I mean, I guess it's no different than the Disney pools.
It's no different than the Disney pools. And we can't even talk about them because we've never been.
Never been.
I haven't been to one since I was a child and I don't remember it. So that will be maybe something that we have to do to bring forward to talk about.
I'm sure it's amazing. So we'll
okay.
Hey, we'll see how this all plays out on our next trip because we'll probably end up, one of us will go. Who knows? So
yay. So that was your tasty tidbit
tasty tidbits.
For this episode.
Enjoy that morsel, right? And it's like a morsel you'd get at a food booth where. At Epcot.
At Epcot.
See that segue?
I like right into Epcot.
So we're going to keep with the same format we did last week. We enjoyed it. I got a little bit of feedback. People liked it. They thought it was funny.
Oh, hi, Steve from Albuquerque. We hope you're listening.
We got Mary from Montana is a new one.
Oh, all right. I like that.
And I think we might even get some international listeners.
High five.
Dan from, I don't know, Dublin, maybe. Who knows?
Perfect.
Somebody down the road or right now is listening.
All right, so talking about Epcot. First,
wait, you went last week, so can I go this week?
I have a question for you before you running me over with your...
Run you over with my excitement.
With your excitement. What does Epcot stand for?
I used to know this. Prototype of Tomorrow. Experimental Prototype of Tomorrow.
Close.
Wait. Oh, I forgot to see. Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
I am... extremely impressed.
See that?
Extremely impressed.
That's how you know you're listening to the right podcast.
Absolutely. So yes, you are right. I started last week, so you started this week.
It used to stand for, and I'm going to have to Google this, and I'm going to have to do it in housekeeping, people getting intoxicated. Something, people getting intoxicated. I'll look it up, and I'll do that in housekeeping next week.
Okay.
But that one made me chuckle when I heard that one. Epcot. What are your what are your feelings?
I love Epcot.
You love Epcot more than Magic Kingdom?
I think each park is special in its own way. There are more parks that I would love to go to than not. Epcot has grown on me more, I think, as an adult.
Yeah.
I love every aspect of Epcot.
Yeah.
And it has its own unique vibe.
Yeah.
It can be a chill day. It can be an intense day. It can be a busy day. It can be a slow day. I like a lot about Epcot.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with you. It's definitely my number 2, behind Magic Kingdom.
Over Hollywood Studios. Okay.
Oh.
You forgot about Hollywood Studios.
No, it's still my number 2, and I'll explain why later.
Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
For 3 things you love.
It's funny when I walk around the parks and I see people's shirts, and I love to read people's shirts. Sometimes they're so creative and they're funny, and I get not my park, and people get the T-shirt and they'll be like, I'm Epcot forever, I'm Magic Kingdom forever, and it's like I am definitely Team Magic Kingdom, but if there's a runner-up, it's believe it or not, I'm a ride guy, but believe it or not, it is actually Epcot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So
there's a lot more to Epcot than
So let's dive into it.
You dive in. 3 things you love. Go.
Three things I love or like, and I'm gonna start right off the rip. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice.
Yes, I am a ride guy. This is a brand new ride. It is a indoor roller coaster. I mean, Disney has 7 indoor roller coasters. There's 3 things they do right: indoor roller coasters, water rides, and mountains.
Yes.
See the theme there?
Yeah.
Indoor roller coaster.
Yeah.
What they've done with this one, projections everywhere, spinning cars, flipping you. It's teacups on steroids. It's if they took the teacups.
This is an Omni car, or is that...
It's not an Omni car, because it is an actual roller coaster. Yeah. It's not a continuous flow is what an Omni car is. This is I want to say like a train of about 6 or 7 cars.
Yep.
I'd probably look into it. That spin unidirectional. So as you're banking down a right-hand corner, your ass starts spinning left. And it's uncontrollable, and you're getting whipped, and then I was worried when it came out because they were talking about motion sickness, and I don't suffer 100%, but maybe a touch of the motion sickness. I was absolutely fine because I focused on that big ass planet that I saw down at the bottom of the ride. It was amazing.
It's funny you say that because I, on the other hand, have horrific motion sickness.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And there are actually, Disney actually added trash cans, multiple trash cans when you get off this
There's
ride.
about 36 trash cans.
Because there were so many people who puked getting off this ride due to motion sickness. But
Might be a little bit of hype too. They might have hyped
I
that
think
up.
so too.
Like,
But
it's so crazy, you're gonna throw up.
I suffer from motion sickness and I did not get sick at all. So just saying.
Yeah.
I think it's all in how you handle the ride. And I agree with you about what you said about focusing on something, because if I ever felt like I was like, ooh, that's too much, I either do the one eye open or focus on something and it was better. Yeah. And this ride, you go backwards.
Oh, that's right, the launch. I forgot. It's my top like, and it's the launch.
The launch,
in
man.
reverse, 64 miles per hour, give or take it, whatever. You're fired backwards. It's amazing.
It's amazing. I like that it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and each time you ride it, it's different.
Oh, the songs.
The songs are different, but because you just said that you switch, like the cart itself can move.
Yeah. Your
ride may not be the same every time you go. Your experience might
totally
be
different experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's my number one. Number two, and I don't want to get crazy into depth about these because we'll probably do episodes on breaking down each individual thing. Number two, and I have a caveat on this one: the grounds of Epcot.
You mean like the landscaping?
The cast members, the actual, not the topiaries so much, but the buildings, and each one of the pavilions.
So the World Showcase.
So the World Showcase. Okay, like I love the World Showcase. Okay?
So just say the World Showcase.
Well, but it's part of Epcot. And that's going to lead me to something later on.
Oh, okay.
I'll get there later on. I don't want to get carried away. And I'm going to give you a what about it I love. Again, the attention to detail.
Yes.
And this is something I never told you. On our first trip, we're walking around the World Showcase, and we get to the Japan Pavilion, right?
Yep.
I love sushi. Absolutely love it. Could eat it 7 days a week. And I'm looking out over the lagoon, over the water, and I see in front of Japan is a monument, is a statue, which I had to look up. It's called the Torli Itsuka.
Oh, you're gonna butcher that.
Mishu Shrine, and I'm sorry if I said that incorrectly, but what caught my eye was I was like, whoa, it's so beautiful, it's so huge. I'm talking 30 feet high, probably 50 feet wide.
Are you talking about the red one that's in the water?
The red statue. And what caught my eye, I was like, oh, the tide must be out because I could see the barnacles at the bottom, right? That's in my thought. Flash forward to the next year we came back and I'm looking.
The tide?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm sitting there in front of that same thing and I'm like, oh my God, there's no tide here. We're not standing in front of an ocean. This is a man-made lagoon, and those are painted on barnacles.
That look real.
That look so real. I was confused on, again, where I am, because one of my first trips to Florida, it might as well have been Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
And I was fooled.
Yeah.
Because the attention to detail is so... I never told you that because I figured you'd laugh at me. But the attention to detail,
may have.
It's spot on. When you're walking through the towns and the cobblestone streets inside of London, and you can smell the fish and chips of Ireland / Scotland, and the drums of Canada. You feel like you were in each one of these countries.
Correct. They do have it down to a science to make sure that each country you are engulfed in their culture.
Yeah.
And or what they feel like should be most represented, I guess, within that.
The Eiffel Tower and in France, like I love walking through the back of France.
I do too. And
it's so cute back there, and you almost like, hey, look, a little honeymoon, little getaway. We're gonna go sit down and I don't know what do they do. They eat crepes. And they have a glass of coffee. And I mean, in France they probably smoke 16 packs of cigarettes. But
maybe
in Orlando you're not. I mean, Disney you're not allowed to smoke anymore. So. That's my number two,
okay.
And I'm gonna rip right along to my third.
Okay.
And again, I ran it. This took me a long time to choose this list. Okay, a lot of stuff in this park. Spaceship Earth.
You are so funny because that was originally on my list,
Yep.
and I took it off too because
Yep.
it's so funny that you just said that it took you a long time to do your. It took me a long time to do my list on this because there's many things
we're doing
about
the
this
heavy
park.
work for you people. We're putting ink to paper and we're thinking.
There's so much in this park to appreciate and to enjoy.
Yeah.
So Spaceship Earth, go.
Spaceship Earth. I mean,
Epcot's
wait, to clarify,
icon.
because I didn't start calling it it's by its true name until probably a few years ago. The golf ball, the big sphere,
Yeah.
the
Epcot's icon.
the icon. Most people actually probably when they think about Disney World think about the ball. Mickey Mouse has stood on top of that ball, waved at people
love
in
that
promo
photo.
videos. It has been in I remember during a May the Force Awakens month, like May 4th, they illuminated it in the Death Star.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see that. I was
No.
so bummed about that. Now they illuminate it all the time. Since the 50th anniversary, they have a nice lighting package that they put on it, and it's beautiful. They choreograph it, and it's an absolute spectacular show. And even when you're in the World Showcase, you can kind of look across the lagoon and see it there. Now that the tacos have been removed from the old, Harmonious.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Spaceship Earth, and I remember the first time ever going on it. Our son, this is an Omnimover. So an Omnimover is a never-ending track of cars. It continually goes. The floor is moving. You step onto it. You get in your car. The cast member says hi, bye, and you're off. And you go back in time. You go through probably every 100 years from the dawn of man to the end of civilization. And it's all inside of this ball. And every time I get out of the ball, I'm blown away by, I can't believe they put a ride inside the ball. It doesn't seem big enough.
Ride.
But back to my first time, our son, you get to choose your language, and doesn't he get in and smash
Japanese,
yeah. So, I mean, he's probably like, you love sushi, Dad. Well, here you go. Bang. Smack the device, and for the whole thing, I was getting the narration in
Japanese.
And I could not change it. It was still enthralling, looking at all the, the frescoes of the, Da Vinci paintings to, going back in time, into smells, everything about it. It's everything that Disney does right.
Yeah.
Never change it. This ride does.
Yeah.
This ride does not need to be, they could probably...
Just the future, maybe a hair.
They could probably update a couple of the animatronics.
Not really, though. I disagree. I think maybe only in future, maybe they could update a little bit, almost in that area.
Yeah.
But as far as the beginning of time goes, I think it's perfect, even down to the monk sleeping on his parchment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that guy. There's a hidden Mickey in there, too, by the way. We'll cover that at some point. But, the walrus or the mammoths, they're a little janky. They could probably update those projections. I mean,
maybe.
They have the technology. Let's get those clear. I
still think it's perfect.
But that's it. Those are my three. I mean, there's so many. To go back, everything. I love Epcot. It's
Epcot.
A great park. I love every park. This is really hard for us to dissect these parks, and it's again, it's like choosing your favorite child, Some might have a better purpose than others, but you know what I mean? It's great. So let me hear yours.
All right. So I also, like I told you, struggled with this, and I want to make a blanket statement that I love everything about the World Showcase. So I'm just going to say that first. That doesn't count. Number one, I love that there's 2 entrances to this park. Yes, right?
Yeah, that is
I
great.
love that since the Skyliner.
Is it the only park that has 2 entrances?
Yes, it's the only park that is
Yeah,
for Hollywood.
you're right.
Correct.
You're right. Wow.
So, for those of you who have never been to Disney or who know nothing about Disney, in 2019, Disney launched a free mode of transportation, which is the Skyliner, and you get the Skyliner, so you get to get
think gondola.
You're cutting me off, dude.
Not, I'm helping you.
It's right here on my paper. Whimsical themed gondolas.
Did you have to Google gondola?
I did not. I just had it.
All right, good.
So you get in this whimsical themed gondola, and you get to ride over the lakes and stuff like that. And for Epcot, it dumps you out in between the UK and France.
Yep.
So that to me is wonderful because depending on how
Called the World Gateway, right?
Yep, depending on how you want to attack your day, you know, you can, like, if Epcot is your most favorite park and you're doing it twice and you decide you want to do just World Showcase one day, well, then at least you can enter the park and just do the World Showcase. And then it eliminates the drama of deciding if you're going to do Canada first or Mexico. And that's a conversation I'm not ready to have.
No. Yep.
So, number one, like I said, two entrances. Number two, all the festivals. I love all the festivals. So Epcot has 4 festivals. Festival of the Arts.
Yep. Farts.
Yep, Farts. Flower and Garden.
Yeah.
Food and Wine.
Food
and
and
then
wine.
there's a holiday festival.
The
We
holiday
have
festival.
been to
2 or 3?
2.
4? 3?
I don't think we went to holiday.
Oh, and they even have another, like, they're trying to stuff in some more festivals now.
They are.
Yeah.
But I just find it
And then they call it Epcot Light when there's no festival.
Epcot Light.
Yeah, exactly.
That's lame.
Exactly.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, so I just love the festivals. I
all
love
the
all the
festivals.
food. So I love all the food. I love that you get to go to this park and stuff your face all day long. And it's not stuff your face with popcorn or Mickey bars.
They're legit foods. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have to get the poutine. We have to get the poutine.
I don't think the poutine is part of a festival. I think that is a year-round. That's always there. That's not an actual food booth. I think that is like...
So I think
that's
they
part
reuse
of the... Yeah,
they do, but they reuse the food booths for,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think that they set up shop for different food booths. It's like, so for example...
Yeah, you're right. For different festivals, they have
Yes, for different
booths.
festivals.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
they don't build different, you know, new booths. And I know you hate them, but the Flower and Garden Festival has all the topiaries, so they're all up right now. I know you hate them.
I don't hate them. That's a strong word to try to force on me. Like, you know,
You despise.
I don't know. I love hate them. Like, some of them are really pretty to look at, like Belle and the Beast. Like, I love it. I see that. And then other ones, I'm like, all right, cool. I get what you did there. Like, you know, I get it. It's one person's art, and I'm not gonna knock it. It's just not my favorite. It's not. I think
The topiaries or the festival?
the topiaries.
Okay.
Oh, I love the festivals. I love them. I'm on board. Like, festivals, they could have a festival every day, and I'd be on board.
Well, they do. They're for a year.
I'd buy. Well, there's like I said, Epcot Light.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't believe you.
I've heard it many times when they're not doing a festival, and it's kind of because the booths aren't running, and you get robbed.
Yeah.
Think about that. No booths. So it's good.
Yeah,
I love festivals too.
My goal at Epcot is to shove as much food into my mouth as I possibly can.
Easily. Yes.
And we're not big drinkers, but there's plenty of people there who love to get their drink on as well.
We'll talk about that too.
Number 3 for me would be frozen Norway and school bread. They're all lumped together.
So
really Norway.
So I'm gonna have to. We don't get a 1 and then an A, B, and C. Okay, we're just gonna pick. All right, you're getting a little greedy with your choices.
So
Yes.
I didn't know how to.
Norway is awesome.
Norway. So,
I agree with you again, 100%.
Okay, because school bread is this sweet bread that has a custard inside with toasted coconut on the top.
That's good.
You can eat it for breakfast. You could eat it for lunch. You could eat it all day long. So school bread is in that cute little cafe that's right
there. Yeah,
right in
you
Norway.
might not know if it's open.
It's always open.
Yeah, we can get into like some hours later on, but unfortunately, the World Showcase doesn't open until a later time. But
11, I think.
Frozen is open early, and so is that bakery. We've learned. They don't advertise that the bakeries are open, but most of the food is available. Well, no, some of the food stores.
Yeah, not the booths.
Not the booths, but you can dip into some of the stores like that Norway Pavilion and grab that school bread. And they also have like a rice custard.
Oh,
it's amazing.
so good.
So good. With little fresh strawberries on top of it. It's hits the spot. Like,
And the Frozen ride is just
fun.
so much fun.
Right.
The queue itself is, you walk in and you're in Arendelle and the lights are a little bit dim and the flags are for Arendelle are there, and you walk through and you get to see Oaken.
Yeah.
You know, in the window.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
little,
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo, hello,
So
baby.
awesome. Yeah, that blew. When I saw that technology, that was the use of their brand new like LCD screens.
Yep.
And projections. I remember seeing Anna and Elsa, and it is the cartoon characters come to life. because they use, if you don't know, like behind the scenes, they use mapping technology, so the faces aren't actually there. They're actually projected from the sky, not to ruin it, onto these kind of weird looking surfaces, and it looks
real
amazing. I mean, I'm honest.
Even
honest, smoking hot. Like, let's just say it. She is like, she's cute.
Well, again, you already said it. It's a water ride.
Oh, and it's a water ride.
It's a water ride.
It's
a boat ride.
Does it have smells? I don't know if I've ever.
It smells. The only time it really smells is when you steam, and it's like it doesn't have like a specific Pirates of the Caribbean smell.
Oh God, no.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, I know the smell of this
Next
ride.
time we go on, I'm going to try to pay attention a little bit more.
No, it doesn't.
But awesome.
Those are my 3.
3, you hit them. Do you want to go with your negatives, or you want me to hop
I want to do my negatives.
Go right into it. Let's dive in.
The fireworks. The only poor thing about Epcot.
Wait, what fireworks?
Correct.
They suck.
They suck. So Epcot is struggling with their fireworks. They used to have the illuminations.
Yeah.
And I think it closed in like 2019, and they started Harmonious.
Harmonious, yeah.
And we saw Harmonious.
Oh, yeah.
Which I didn't think was terrible.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay.
Kind of think like Phantasmic with
not as good
small
though.
scale without the dragons and everything else.
Correct. And I know everyone was all like up in arms because they put these barges in the lake, and everyone was like all worked up.
It took away, yeah.
And it did take away, but we were just there this past October, November, and I don't know what was going on for the fireworks.
Those were the transitional fireworks.
They were so bad.
Yeah, they were horrible. Absolutely horrible.
They were so bad. It was straight up sucked.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. They straight up sucked. Number 2 is Mission Space.
I always forget about that, right?
So I've never really been on it.
You've never been on it?
No, because I would barf.
Okay, so the one thing I've learned is the only time I ever went on it was, there's 2 forms of the ride. There's the green form, and there's the orange form.
And our son made you go on the bad one, right?
Well, it was the only one at the time. It was Gary Sinise, so Lieutenant Dan, he was like, hey, come on, co-pilot, get in this thing. Centrifugal force, you're going to throw up on a screen in front of you. It's going to ruin your day. You're going to need to drink and eat food to probably help counteract the motion sickness.
Gross.
Now they have the green ride.
Which is just as bad.
It doesn't move. It's all the fun stuff, like you're taking off, the joysticks, all the cool things, like if you ever wanted to be an astronaut without the throw up. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I still hate it.
Yeah, I'll probably never trust it and ever go again. Nope. It's like, it's
what I mean. There's all these amazing things and all these amazing rides, and then there's that. What?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And number 3 is kind of more just of a annoyance. Not really. I don't feel like there's ever enough seating in the World Showcase. So you have all these food booths, and you have all these places to go. And you and I and our family sit on the ground in Epcot in the showcase. I don't know if that's just by choice that we sit on the ground. I don't know if it's because we find a shady area. I don't know if because I just don't think that there's enough.
I'm almost positive I was going to write that down, and I'm looking at my little list, and I didn't write that down because I agree with you 1,000%.
And I'm not opposed to sitting on the ground. I quite enjoy it.
But if you look at the parks in general,
but those birds,
there's never a lot of seating. Think about it.
I sit on the ground a lot.
A lot of sitting on the ground and a lot of walking and eating, right? So I agree with you 100%. If I were to write a letter to whoever, Josh Diamaro or whatever,
Diamaro.
I would. Hey, buddy, let's put some. But
couple more.
But if you're sitting, you're not spending money. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you would give me somewhere to sit, I might buy more food and sit and eat it.
Or you might get drunk and you might become belligerent and they'd have to throw you out.
Yeah, but that happens to people all the time.
All the time.
Go. Yours. What don't you like?
You got 3 out already?
Yeah, I did.
That was pretty good. So this first one is this is an old man thing here. The park is dark. Not so much the front half, the Tomorrowland, the Tomorrowland and everything else. Where Spaceship Earth is, it changes names all the time.
Future
World, where now the new Moana exhibit is and everything else.
That's bright.
It's very bright. When you come over into the countries and you walk around, there's areas of pitch blackness. There's 11
until nighttime.
I'm talking about at night. Yeah,
Oh, I
when you
missed
walk,
that.
I'm sorry, and I might not have clarified that.
I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. When you're walking around at night, as soon as the sun goes down, there's 11 countries. Some are booths, some are full-on buildings. You walk in between them. There's no lighting. You might get mugged. Okay, something bad could happen. It's
Don't
Florida.
tell people
no, I'm just
that.
Kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It's just dark, and it's like, and I guess
Not all of them are dark.
yeah, in a way. Well, in a way, it kind of sets the pace for Epcot. This is not a run to get to your next ride park. This is a way more casual park, and it's toned down, and you feel it. And I think maybe that's why it is a little bit darker. It's not bright and glitzy. Leads me to my number 2.
Okay.
There's not enough rides at all to sustain this
That
park.
was one of mine, and I crossed it out.
Did
and
you
put the
cross
seating.
it? Oh my God.
There's
Because if you think about it, Nikki touched on the Frozen ride. It used to be Maelstrom. That
Yes.
was the name of it.
Yeah, it used to be
Maelstrom, which was a
Maelstrom.
Viking ride,
Yep.
hence the Norway. They just opened Ratatouille, Remy's Adventure over in France. Was it 2 years ago? It was a great ride. Love it. Love the movie. Everything about it's great. No other ride. Well, nope, sorry. The should-be Coco ride in the Mexico Pavilion.
That's cheating.
Well, stop cheating because I'm talking about no rides.
Yep.
You got 11 pavilions. You got so much space.
There should be a ride.
There
in
should.
each,
I
in
don't
each.
want to get greedy. You don't have to give me a ride in each, but there should be a lot more rides. You know, you got the whole front of the park.
They do have the front of the park to add more.
Chock full of rides.
Yeah.
And they just added Guardians of the Galaxy. And I know it might not fit in with the theme, but Disney
I think it does.
Disney is enough. No. I'm saying if they were to start putting random rides, but they have enough intellectual property where they could put a ride in any single,
Make a Wall-E ride.
either country or they can come up with it, but it needs more rides. That's it with that one. I can't.
Okay.
I get where they're coming from. It's a lot more relaxed. It's almost like Disney Springs, but maybe a little bit better. Like better food, quicker bites. It's a walking Disney Springs where people like to have a drink. What do they call it? Drink around the country, drink around the world.
Drink around the world.
I've seen people with T-shirts, or they almost get. It's like they get stamps, like a scavenger hunt. Like get a beer and everything.
And actually, speaking of the festivals, you actually do scavenger
Get your
hunts.
passports.
Yeah, you get a passport. It's
so
so much fun.
So much fun. It really is. I'm gonna be controversial here, and my last third thing, and this is upsetting.
You didn't just do 3?
I did. I said so dark, not enough rides. This is my third.
Oh, okay.
Stop trying to take it away from me. The Guardians of the Galaxy queue
Is terrible. The ride is amazing.
They had so much time because they started it pre-COVID. They had 5 years on and off. Maybe not as much time as Tron. Maybe not. Okay, 2.5 years. That queue was zero thought given. They got a little. They got a little projection, and I'm not talking about the staging areas where you get a little pre-show. Those are all great. I'm talking about the switchbacks. I'm talking about one room that is a box that has a back and forth line and nothing else to look at except a ramp, which you get up to the next room, and guess what? It's the same as the first room. It's going to take you 45 minutes to get through it. You're going to look at the same people. The only great... It's in the air conditioning, so that's good.
So that's good.
It smells good. Kids haven't destroyed it. It's fresh, but zero thought given until you get to the fourth room, maybe when they got the cityscape and in the little glass pavilion.
That's the second room.
Nah, I think
it is. No, you walk up the ramp and that's the second room.
Then you go from that room to another square room. So that's in the second.
Okay.
They could have put a lot more.
I agree. Because it's hard to know. It's hard to know that you can go to a ride like Avatar where the queue is so intense.
Yeah.
So intense.
Oh my God, that queue is amazing. You're walking into the
And
movie.
I don't want to. We're not going to get into that. But my point is that they have smart enough people to do these queues. So you sometimes wonder what happened?
Yeah.
Did you put all your eggs into the ride? So you were like, man,
they did. They did.
We don't care about the queue.
They spent the money on the ride.
Remy Ratatouille, great ride, shitty queue. That's another crappy queue. Until you get to Gastos.
Yeah, when you do walk through the art exhibit, so you're walking through
that
inside.
Queue sucks.
It does. It's a letdown. They have because to go back to what you said about Frozen, granted that is a refurbished ride. You walk through a town.
That's what I said.
You walk through a
Oaken.
town,
You could see Oaken.
Oaken shop.
Yeah.
So the minute you walk in,
you're on the ride.
You're in a queue. You're on there. And I get the build up, and I get it all, but it's like Disney. You know what you do right, and I know it kind of hurts me a little bit in my soul when they're like, "Oh, do you know what we could do? We could take the $10,000 we were going to dump in the queue, and maybe put an extra light on or something like that." And I get that. So, kind of moving along. That's my last one. So let's get to the 3 things that we would change, and maybe we'll rip through these and not get too heavy into them. And I guess I'll start because I'm already going here. Make 2 parks.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
It's controversial. It's
because you have Future World and then you have World Showcase.
World Showcase. They're so different. They're yin and yang, but they have nothing to do with each other. There's no tie-in. There's no nothing. And I get they both have a place, but right where the crossover bridge is, let's destroy that bridge. And and I get maybe ultimately that is the idea. Why it has 2 entryways. Do we have some insight here?
Are they going to come up with something? Did we just
crack the code?
No, they'll never get rid of World Showcases.
Are you sure? Or do you think some people just treat it as two separate parks?
I think people treat it as 2 separate parks. I think that some people go... And honestly, the last time we went, I said to myself at the end of the day, I want to next time do Epcot twice.
Yeah.
So, I want to do... So,
it's like Magic Kingdom. So my next one, update the rides here. Test Track, give it a facelift.
They are.
Right, but give it a Cars facelift. Give it something different.
No, because it's got to stay with the Future World theme.
The three Caballeros, the Fiesta Tour. Let's make that a Coco ride. We talked about it in, I don't know, the last 2 episodes. You already have the skeleton mariachi guy in there. Let's just put some paint on all the rest of those Small World characters that you had left over, and let's spice it up. And I know people will be like, "Oh, but you're going to get rid of Donald."
You can't.
Nope.
You can leave him there.
You leave him there. Pay homage like you had with Mr. Toad's ride.
Yeah.
Disney's good. Pay respect to the ride that came before.
They can still leave them in the ride.
Let's update it.
Absolutely.
So my last one is my complaint with Magic Kingdom. Let's check those hours. Did I get you one?
Yes.
Let's open up early, 7 a.m., 7:30.
No, they do.
For the
countries?
For the countries. Yeah, let's get you in there. Let's get you shopping. Let's do that so that you don't have to be forced to be with the older crowd later on at night. It's like I don't want to have to wheel around a guy who's on his bachelor party, and if my kids want to enjoy the country, which they all do, they love the countries.
Our kids love the countries.
Let's do it early in the morning. We're early morning people. We're rope droppers, in and out early morning. Go.
So mine are pretty much the same as yours, a little more refined. The Nemo ride. I love the Nemo ride.
Love it.
Just give it some updates.
I actually, hey, look right here in my note.
Nemo.
It's right there.
The Nemo ride is great. It's very similar to the Little Mermaid ride where you're sitting in a shell. Omnimover. Yep. So, it's never a long wait. But again, to your point, they have so much technology. There have now been 2 movies and they only cover
the first.
You know what I mean?
Throw some new stuff in there.
Throw some new stuff in there.
And they can because they do it in Star Tours.
There's
50-something movies for that one ride. So they have the ability to do this stuff.
Number 2, bring back Baymax meet and greet.
Oh, I love Baymax.
That was the best meet and greet. And the guy doing the photos that day was awesome.
Big Hero 6, for the people that don't know. It's a Disney movie. If you ever watch it, he's like a superhero. Absolutely amazing.
And the last one, to your point, is ours. Mine is a little bit different. I do agree that we need to open the countries more, but I think that from 9 to 11 should be extra magic hours for people who stay on park.
Yes.
Stop serving booze at 9 p.m.
Well, you can't do that.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
Stop serving booze at 9, and then why are they steadily closing at 9:30?
Oh, yeah,
it's
you're
fireworks,
right.
and then they're done.
Right, they do close at 9:30.
Always.
You're
that
right.
park never has late hours.
You're
ever,
right.
ever, ever.
I agree with you on all topics.
Absolutely.
Is that the last one?
That's it.
All right. It was a pretty good episode, Nick. So we covered all our topics. Epcot.
Love Epcot.
Love Epcot.
Love World Showcase.
Yeah, love it all. So, keeping with our segments that we decided to do, we missed last week.
We apologize. We're sorry.
Yeah. So
Epic fail.
So I figured I'd give you a twofer on this week. So
Ooh, twofer?
Our segment is just going to be hacks.
How to conquer the parks.
No, that's not the hack for today. That's a life hack. My hack for today, I'm actually going to give you a one from last week because I owe you one from last week, and I'm going to give you one for this week. But they kind of tie together. So my first hack for everybody, and this one's going to be controversial, strollers. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you don't have kids. I don't care if you think you don't need a stroller. Bring a stroller. Hear me out. Maybe you got a backpack. Maybe you think you can stuff all your tchotchkes, your water bottles, your phone, your camera, your coffee, and everything into that backpack. At the end of a 12-hour day, and God only knows how many miles, you're going to want to put that backpack on something. Your kids are going to want you to carry them back to the shuttle or bus or whatever. You're going to thank God you have that stroller. Not to mention, when you first walk into the park, you can mow people down. It is a buffer between you and the world.
Yeah.
And trust me, I know from experience, if you got stroller wheels nipping on your heels, you're going to get out of the way.
You're going to move. It's like the people with the scooters.
You're gonna out of the way. I mean, we've been with people who are like, fuck your stroller. Like, yeah, I'm good with my backpack. Remember,
down.
Family friendly.
Yeah, but
this is not the podcast.
Come on now.
Fuck your stroller. And by the end of the day, they're like, hey, you mind if I throw 6 bags on your stroller? Yeah. You're gonna
every
want
time
that
we
stroller.
go, my parents are notorious for putting their bags on.
Stroller poaching.
And it's great. It is a great hack. I love that hack because I agree. Our daughter doesn't really even need the stroller anymore, but we still buy and bring one. I think the next time we're going to even rent one. But yeah.
That's controversial. We're never going to rent one. We're always going to buy one.
So yeah, my parents always stroller poach.
Stroller poach. Don't, and you got to be careful. If you do get the stroller, make sure you put a lot of tchotchkes on it, balloons. Make sure
you will lose it.
You might lose it. And people are like, I don't want to get the stroller parking. Trust me. You got one person that goes to stroller parking, finds that designated spot in a shady area, which ties into my next hack. Water.
Oh, don't buy water.
Don't ever buy water. I did the math. The first time we went to the park, waters were $4.50 a bottle. If you are a family of 4, that is $18 per round of water.
And we drink.
If you get 4 a day, that's $72 a day in water.
We spent so much on water.
If you do a 7-day trip, that is $504 on water.
Yep.
Don't ever get water. Here's the hack. Go to Home Depot, go to Walmart, go anywhere where you can get a refillable 1-gallon jug. I know they sell them at Walmart. They're insulated, they're stainless steel, $30. You go to your hotel, you fill it up with ice to the brim, and then you top it off with water, and that water will stay cold all day. If you're like us, put it in the bottom of the stroller. You can get through security. You're allowed to bring water. You're allowed to bring beverages, as long as they're non-alcoholic. Bring some cups, your refillable mugs from the hotel. Strap them to your backpack. Throw them in the stroller. Stroller also comes in handy when you're drinking coffee. You get a fresh cup of coffee. What are you going to do when you go on a ride? Plop right in the stroller, right next to your water jug. It is a lifesaver because sometimes if it's 900 degrees on the surface of the sun, which is Orlando, your kids might just need a cold drink of ice water. You top them off with some ice water. It gets you to that next hour. Because this isn't Disney. This is a life marathon, okay?
This is a life marathon. It is. And the water, it's funny, stopping for 10 minutes to have water in a shady spot resets everybody's mood.
Everybody.
You sit the daughter in the stroller, stop it. Here's your bubble wand. Here's your water. Like, just stop for 5 seconds.
Yep.
So yeah, two genuine hacks. Yeah, stroller, and I think we'll always bring a stroller until
you're old and in the ground.
No, until you get a scooter.
Yeah,
And
then
then-
we'll probably
and then
we'll probably
scooters.
upgrade to that mobility scooter. You know, and it's like we'll get there eventually. But the stroller, it's key.
But the water, I agree. And then also you can get free waters at any
Quick service station.
free water.
Yep.
So you get like 5-6 free waters.
Top off your
and you
water
top
jug.
off your water jug, and there you are for the rest of the day. The last, I don't know, 10 times we've gone, we haven't bought water.
Yeah, and you might think, oh, well, I'll just go to the quick service station and just get that cup of water. It doesn't come with a lid.
Nope.
And it doesn't come with a straw. So it kind of defeats the purpose. You know, those quick fill mugs, they got a cap on it. You can shut it. You can throw it in the bottom of the... Even if you don't go the stroller route, throw it in the bottom of your backpack. And by the way, if you got a big enough backpack, you can fit the 1 gallon jug in the backpack.
It's just heavy.
It's heavy, but so is life. So is all the merch. So is
life.
all the merchandise that you're gonna buy. So that is our hack.
That's our hack.
You can share that with you people, or you can just keep it to yourself and look like a hero at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So with that, let's
This was fun.
This was fun. This is a good episode. Next week, probably tackle another park, or maybe we'll switch things up a little bit. We'll see. You'll have to tune in and kind of come back and see where we're at. So with that,
Don't you dare.
stay classy, Disney.
I like that. Stay classy.
No,
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you next time.